Hey y'all, this is Deanna. Welcome to my channel, y'all. I have been sitting here cutting out the tags for my chapstick favors for craft fair. I've already cut a bunch of white ones so I could layer up the designer paper. This is 110-pound cardstock. Y'all, cutting all these is a lot of work, but it's going to be rewarding in the end. I know. I think they'll be a great addition. So I'm just going to try to cut as much as I can and then put things together as I can. So I'm just going to show you how I'm putting one together because I've already showed this once before. But since then, I did receive my die. And as you see, I already made this one. And I'm not going to add too much stuff on these because they're going to be like a $3 item probably at the craft fair, or maybe $3.50. Let me know what you think of the price in these. But what it is, it's going to give me that tear pull in the back. See? And so it will make it easier to open. You don't have to totally demolish the whole thing. Now these are going to be like stocking stuffers. They could be great teacher gifts or whatever. Here's this other one that I did. I added a cute little gingerbread on there, and so I thought I would come and just show you one that I'm working on. Let me move that out of the way here. So I'm just going through all my scraps, and this was, what collection was this? Let me see. This one was the Simple Stories Simple Vintage North Pole that I absolutely still love. And I've still got scraps. I've still got some ephemera, so I'm going to use it. And this little guy is going to go on this one I'm going to show you. So let me just show you quickly. I didn't already go ahead and do this one. I wanted to show you how to do that. And I wanted to show you kind of how I'm putting these together. I found that this is the easiest way for me to put these together. I'm trying to see which one I want to do. That one's cute too, but I think, yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do this red one. Okay, so what I did, and that one's stuck to my finger. Let me move it out of the way. So what I did is I took my designer paper with my piece of chipboard that I already cut. And the reason that I didn't cut them together and just kind of save myself a little bit of time is because I wanted just to cut a bunch of the white together. And I want to make sure that the cutout in the center of where the chapstick goes, I want to make sure it's straight. So, you know, when you're trying to sell something, you want to make sure it's going to look good. So what I did is, for this one to adhere, I just use a little double-sided tape because, you know, I didn't want to do too much glue on here. And I just want to make sure that it's got enough glue or tape on there. And I'm going to start at the top and line that up and just make sure that it adheres really well. It's just like that. Okay, so now we're going to need to cut out the hole that goes in the center for the chapstick. And because I'm going to put this little guy up here, I might make this one go down just a tad. I don't want it to go too low, but I want it to be where I can add the cute little Santa to the top. So I'm going to grab myself a little piece of washi tape just so I can hold this in place so I'll know where to cut. And just make sure that you're getting it as straight as you can. Y'all, let me know. I could do Christmas crafts all year long. I love it that much. So, oh, yeah. Okay, so now while I'm going to run this through my die cut machine, I'm also going to do the back. And so, as you see here, this side's got the cute stitching. This looks like it's the underside. So I'm going to add my little, this little thing right here. And actually, let me show you. This is the packaging it came from. I bought it off of Technique Tuesday. And yeah, it's techniquetuesday.com, I believe. And yeah, It works great. It was like $7, I think, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead, and I already had stuck some washi tape on here, and I'm just going to kind of bring it down about halfway through. I don't want to bring it all the way up like that. I'm just going to do mine where they're about halfway down and just get it as straight as you can. And now I'm just going to grab my Big Shot, and we're going to cut these out. I did not even go grocery shopping today. I just, you know, I worked on the twinchy thing this morning for Janet K. And then I had to go take my husband, and I know you can't see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to cut. But I had to take my husband some stuff to his work. I ended up picking him up some lunch and his boss because they were out there, bless their hearts, working so hard. So I ran to Chick-fil-A, and then I ran into Hobby Lobby, if you've seen that video. Okay, out it's coming. And then I came home. I just didn't feel like going to the grocery today. I could make like sloppy joes or something like that for dinner, but I just don't feel like it. So I texted my husband. Sorry for my squeaky chair. I texted my husband and asked him, can we go to Rosa's? And you might have heard me mention Rosa's in the past. Okay, see how that turned out? Look at that. That's good. That part right here will come out, and you just tear it off. It's great. And then I'm going to grab this one and get this one off. And see, by me putting the white and the color, the top one all together, it made it even. So I'm just gonna leave my piece of washi tape on there so I can just keep reusing it until it don't stick anymore. So now what I need to do is, and by the way, this is I did not say anything about this. I've said it in the past, but this is the die I'm using. I'm using this one. I'm not going to use this one this time. I'm going to use this one. So it makes it without the flag bottom or the pennant bottom. I'm not really sure what you call that. But I'm going to do them all this way. But I did get this on My Favorite Things. And it came with this die right here, which is actually the piece that goes around. And then it also came with, of course, this die that cuts the hole out where the chapstick goes. So you do need these little guys right here. And I got these, of course, on My Favorite Things, but they are just like the chapstick holders. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep putting this together. So what I did to add in this one right here is I just did a very light, okay, I've had the lid off my glue. There it goes. Just right around the edge, not too much, just to hold that little plastic thing in place. Okay. I just think that eventually, I think that depending on how much I sell them for, you know, I think that eventually it will pay for itself because I've already got the supplies to do this. And I just think that they're going to be a great addition. I just think it's something different. Now, if you notice, I did not cover these chapsticks. I think for this particular one, I'm going to go ahead and cover it. But I thought at first I should leave it the way it is so people could see what it is. But you'll be able to see what flavor it is by this top, and I can just tell them they're Chapstick brand. So I think going forward, I probably will go ahead and I will just make sure I add a thing around it. That won't take but a sec. So let me know what you think a good price for these would be. Do you even think $4 is a good price? Because they're going to be cute. And, you know, you spend $4 or let me know. Let me know. Or $5. Let me know. I'm interested. I want to know. I really want your input on this. So please comment below. Okay. So I've added this on the top. I've already got the hole. I've already added then the tear strip on the back. And so let me grab my chapstick. And I picked up my chapsticks at not Costco, Sam's Club. And there is 12 in here, and I think we paid 12 bucks. So it makes them $1 a piece. So I'm gonna get this open. Okay, so this one we'll do a cherry. How about that? And I think before I go any further, I will grab myself a scrap. Let me look. Yep, I'm looking in my trash can. And I'm gonna see how much, what I've got there, so I don't have to waste another paper, or if I need to dig through my other pile. Can you believe that Christmas is around the corner? I love it so much, and it just is. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be great. And you know, I think about my mom and dad and how they're in heaven, and I'm trying to find a scrap, and I'm not doing a great job. I think about them, how they're in heaven, and you know, I'm thinking about it, and wow, you know, y'all, what an awesome way to spend Christmas holiday. Jesus Christ's birthday. That was Jesus. I thought about that, and I thought, wow, that is amazing that they actually are both with Jesus, and they are spending time with Jesus. So, you know, I thought about that, and I thought, wow, that's just amazing that, you know, that they're with Jesus on his birthday, you know? So it's just amazing. And y'all, I know it's kind of weird, but I'm never going to quit talking about my parents. So if you don't like it, you can fast forward. But I love my mom and dad that much. And the other night, I had a dream, and I truly, truly believe, let me see how that'll cover it just fine. I believe that, you know, sometimes, you know, we just, you know, your angel is there. And I had a dream the other night that I all of a sudden just in my dream, and I don't remember any part of the rest of my dream, but I dreamed that all of a sudden there was my husband, and he was helping my mom walk, and he was holding her hand, and I'm like, well, hi mama, you know, and she's like, hi, and I went around the corner, and there's my dad. He was sitting in his recliner, and I went, Dad, what are you doing? And he goes, I was wondering if someone was going to notice me. And I remember this like it's yesterday. I mean, I remember this dream so clear. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. My husband called me. Okay, I've got this wrapped up. I think I'll do this on all the rest of them. So anyway, on my dream, there was my dad. He sat in that recliner, and he told me, he said, I was wondering if you were gonna if anybody was gonna notice me here. And I told him, I said, Dad, what are you doing? And he goes, yeah. I said, look at you. And my dad, he was a pretty heavy guy before, and I told him, I said, Dad, your belly is so flat. And he said, yeah. And I said, here, let me help you get up out of the recliner, because, you know, before I always had to help him get out of the recliner. And he goes, oh, no, I don't need help. And he just stood right up like he never was sick. That was a pretty powerful dream. I woke up and I told my husband, I'm sorry, y'all. I told my husband about it, and he goes, they're just letting you know that they're okay. So, dreams are real sometimes. And there was my dad, and then that's all I remember. I never could go back to sleep after that. Okay, look how it's looking. It's looking darling. So I want to add a little bit of ribbon, and I know this one has a lot of red, but I'm just going to go with it. My husband just called and said, meet me at Rose's, so I'm going to finish this, and I'll go meet him at Rose's. But y'all, it was like, I was like, Mom and Dad were both in my dream, and he said, they're telling you that they're okay, and it's okay. And he just hugged me. He just hugged me so much and told me it was okay. And I told him, will it ever get better? And he said, yeah, it will. Eventually it will get better. So I'll probably never forget that dream. It's like my parents visited me in my dream. They're telling me they're okay. So anyway, okay, so I added my ribbon. And I'm just going to add the Santa. And I think that I probably will just glue them on. I'm not going to worry about putting ribbon. I think I'll just add a little glue on his head. And just have him sticking off the side. But yep, sorry y'all, I didn't mean to cry. But it was so real. It really was. Okay. So I think I'll just do something simple like this because, you know, I don't want to add too much on there where it's going to be, ends up being more expensive for your supplies. Now, all this stuff, like the paper and stuff, I'm using scraps. So, once you get the dies, you could just use your scraps and make these and just, of course, purchase the chapsticks. I like how I added the cover on it. So, I'm thinking about this little Christmas time. I don't know. I think I'll leave it off, and I really think that I'll just leave Mr. Santa just hanging off the side. And I like that. I don't want to do too much. I have to think, you know, about my supplies that I'm going to put in here. So I just want to add a little something on the tops. So there's 3. So let me know what you think on pricing. I really value your opinion on pricing. You have to take into account what you've spent. So each chapstick is costing me $1 a piece. And the paper is scraps. And the ribbon I've had in my stash for ages. As you see here, this has been in my stash. So let me know if you even think $4 is a good price. I need to know what you think. So anyway, that's it, y'all. I hope that you guys have a great night. I'm gonna go meet my sweetie at Rosa's. We're gonna eat Mexican food. And that's it, y'all. I hope you guys have a great night. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.